Hey all, it's Bill back with your weekly dose of Hellenistic astrology. Think ancient wisdom, whole sign houses, and planets flexing their traditional strengths or tripping over their weaknesses. So, whether you're just dipping your toes into astrology or you're a starry eyed pro who dreams in zodiac signs, this week's vibes are spicy and full of action. We're diving into this week of June 2nd through the 8th. I'll keep it real, fun, and easy to follow, with practical tips for navigating the celestial weather. Grab a coffee, maybe a snack, and let's see what the stars have in store. This week, the cosmos is serving up a mix of fiery passion, chatty connections, and a dash of healing. We've got Venus and Aries playing hard to get, Mercury and Gemini acting like the ultimate social butterfly, and Jupiter and Gemini stirring up big ideas, but maybe overpromising a bit. Mars in Leo is strutting its stuff, and Chiron in Aries is whispering, hey, let's patch those old wounds. Transits are like a group chat where everyone's talking at once, lively, a little chaotic, but full of potential. Here's what's on the cosmic menu for this week, using that old school Hellenistic vibe with whole sign houses and traditional planetary strengths. We have Venus in Aries, sextiles Jupiter and Gemini, Wednesday through Sunday. Think flirty sparks and big dreams. Mercury in Gemini, super comfy, sextiles Mars and Leo from Tuesday to Saturday. Words meet action. Mercury also sextiles Chiron in Aries from Thursday to Sunday. Perfect for healing talks. And Mercury conjuncts Jupiter in Gemini Friday through Sunday, making your brain feel like it's chugging an energy drink. Let's dive in. Starting off on Tuesday, Mercury in Gemini, its happy place, ruling like a boss, sextiles Mars and Leo, peaking on Thursday. This is like your brain and your courage having a power-up coffee date. Mercury in Gemini is quick and witty, while Mars in Leo is all about bold moves and showing off. You might pitch a wild idea at work, text that person you fancy, something flirty, or finally tackle that DIY project you've been dodging. I sure hope so, because I have a honey-do list a mile long. Channel this message into clear communication and confident action. Write that email, make that call, or strut your stuff in a presentation. Just don't let Mars's ego make you sound like a know-it-all. Beginners, find Gemini and Leo in your chart. Is Gemini in your third house? You're a communications rock star. Leo in your fifth? Time for bold fun and majestic creativity. Pros, Mercury's dignity in Gemini makes this a strong transit, but watch Jupiter's nearby influence. It might make you promise more than you can deliver. Wednesday is the day Venus in Aries sextiles Jupiter in Gemini. This is like a rom-com where two big personalities spark. Venus wants instant gratification, think impulse buys, or a sudden urge to dye your hair red. Jupiter is throwing out big ideas and social vibes, even if it's a bit extra in Gemini. You might feel super pumped about a new crush, a creative project, or a financial gamble. Something to be aware of is that both planets are in detriment. So they're like tipsy friends egging each other on. So when you see that buy now button on your favorite online store, maybe sleep on it. In relationships, this is great for fun and connection, but don't make big promises you can't keep. Beginners, check your Aries and Gemini houses. Aries in your second, watch your wallet. Gemini in your 11th, friends bring exciting opportunities. Pros, this sextile is harmonious, but with both planets in detriment, temper Venus's impulsiveness and Jupiter's tendency to exaggerate. Use whole sign houses to pinpoint affected areas of life. Thursday is special. Mercury in Gemini starts a sextile with Chiron in Aries, peaking on Friday. This is like a heart-to-heart with the universe as your therapist. Mercury's sharp mind meets Chiron's healing energy, making it perfect for talking through old hurts, journaling, or having a deep chat with a friend. You might find the perfect words to express something you've been holding on to. To facilitate Chiron's healing, try writing a letter to yourself. Don't worry, you don't have to waste postage. You can hand deliver it. Or talk to somebody you trust. Feeling bold? Share a personal story in a group. It could inspire someone. Beginners, look at your Gemini and Aries houses. Is Gemini in your 4th? Heal family stuff. Aries in your 10th? Boost career confidence. Pros: Mercury's strength in Gemini makes this a powerful moment for verbal healing, especially in communication or identity houses. Chiron in Aries targets self-assertion wounds. Friday is wild. Mercury is conjuncting Jupiter in Gemini and still sextiling Chiron. The Mercury-Jupiter vibe is like your brain chugging an energy drink. Ideas are flowing and you want to talk about everything. Great for brainstorming, learning, or pitching big plans, but Jupiter's detriment vibes might make you oversell yourself. So don't promise to make 50 cupcakes for a party when you know you could barely have the time to make one. And remember, Chiron is still here, so your big ideas might tie to personal growth. Maybe you're inspired to start a blog or have a deep chat with a mentor. Write down your wildest idea, but review them before acting. Check in with yourself. Those dreams might reveal your passions. Beginners, Gemini's house in your chart is where this brainstorm hits. In your 9th, you might be dreaming of travel or study. Pros: Mercury's rulership amps this conjunction, but Jupiter's detriment says don't get cocky. Use whole sign houses to see where this mental explosion lands. Saturday is wrapping up the Mercury-Mars sextile, so you might still feel that urge to act on yesterday's ideas. Use Saturday to tie up loose ends, send that email, finish that project, or follow up on a conversation. Venus and Jupiter's sextile is fading too, so if you've been flirting or splurging, ease off. Reflect on what felt good this week and what was a bit much. For the weekend, go for a walk or do something active to burn off that Mars energy. Journal about what you learned from those big Jupiter-Mercury ideas, and everyone, make sure to take a moment to relax and process the week's vibes. Sunday is the big finale. Mercury and Jupiter hit their exact conjunction, and the Venus-Jupiter and Mercury-Chiron sextiles wrap up. It's a day for big picture thinking and emotional closure. You might feel super chatty or ready to share your thoughts with the world. Maybe a social media post or a heartfelt talk with a friend. Chiron keeps it real, reminding you to speak with kindness, especially to yourself. Celebrate the week's wins, a new connection, a bold move, or a healing moment. Beginners, reflect on how Gemini, Aries, and Leo houses were lit up in your chart. Pros: Mercury, Jupiter, in Gemini's whole sign house is a communication powerhouse, but Jupiter's detriment warns against exaggeration. Chiron's sextile adds healing. Use it wisely. Let's recap. This week's like a group chat full of passion, ideas, and healing. Venus in Aries wants you to chase what you love. Mercury in Gemini keeps your brain buzzing. Mars in Leo gives you courage. Jupiter dreams big, and Chiron helps you heal through words. Lean into this week's energy, but stay grounded. Check your whole sign houses to see where the action is at. And don't be afraid to laugh if you get a bit extra. We all do. And thank you for joining me for this week's transit report. Want more? Drop a comment below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with your friends, especially that one that blames their Jupiter and Capricorn for forgetting to chill and scheduling spontaneity for next Tuesday. Also, Tracy and I have untethered ourselves from our storefront this summer and are unbound. We are doing in-person and phone consultations, or you can schedule a mobile mojo party with us as well. Check our website for details at zenllamabeans.com. That's ZenLlamabeans.com, or give us a call or text at 479-222-1782. And always remember, in a world gone mad, use the light of the stars to guide your path. Lamir Zen.